Today is the Room by Room Fall Industrial Farmhouse Challenge with host Devin at Freckled Mom. She is so helpful at helping other women grow in the confidence to transform their lives like she did a few years ago. She loves antiques and yard sales, but takes the time to focus on herself. The link to her channel is listed below, so be sure to subscribe to her channel and follow all of the other wonderful crafters in the playlist. So what is industrial style decor? Industrial style decor comprises of stripped back architectural details, including the use of bare bricks, metals, leather, wood, as well as salvage and recycled materials. The beauty of industrial is that it's timeless, neutral, simple, and natural. So given this, you can mix individual and industrial pieces with any other type of design styles, from shabby chic to modern. So let's get started. The first DIY is a metal flower. The supplies needed are minimal. Metal flower from Dollar Tree, some black acrylic paint, rub and buff, paintbrush, gloves, some spackling or hot glue to fill in the 2 holes in the flower. And I think the hot glue worked the best. So let's get started. You can begin by making sure that your metal flower is clean, and then begin painting it on the front and back sides with black acrylic paint. And you have to lift up the leaves in order to get the front, the back side, and underneath. First, you can fill the tiny holes. I tried spackling and it worked on one of the openings, but then I tried hot glue and bingo, it works much better. And the black acrylic paint covered it really well, so you can't tell. After the paint is dry, you can put some rub and buff on a gloved finger and spread it just in the center of the flower. And if you like, you can apply some sparingly on the leaves. Put a candle tea light or battery operated tea light in the center of the flower and you have an industrial look for your home. Place on the coffee table or hang several on the wall, and there you have your industrial look. So DIY number 2, it's an industrial looking clock. The supplies needed are a clock, and I got mine from Big Lots, and I had an open frame from Dollar Tree, reptile adhesive, black and brown acrylic paint, and a drill. I think that's about it. So the clock was such, I was able to remove the workings of the clock. I had purchased it from Big Lots several years ago. I got tired of it and put it aside somewhere. You know, the place where you can't find the stuff you really want. Then this challenge came along and I found it unexpectedly among things I was going to donate. So I needed something to put the clock on to give it a base, and I found a sign from Dollar Tree that I could use. So the clock would fit fine on top, except I needed to cut a few inches off the back side of the frame, and I did that, and then I took the long piece that I had cut off and re-glued it with some reptile adhesive to enclose the frame. Then I drilled 4 holes in the frame because the clock had 4 small feet as a base before I made the platform. See, I wanted to make sure that the feet fit inside the opening because the model that I saw was fitting snug on a base. So I needed it to look similar to that because it was industrial looking. Now it was time to paint the clock. So I needed it to look like the facsimile of wood. So I just used brush strokes around the white clock and gave it the look I was going for. I did not spray it brown before or beige or anything. I just left the white. I put my strokes going down, not back and forth. So once I made the holes to fit for the feet to fit inside the kind of the platform or box, I slipped the feet of the clock into the base and it fit pretty snug. I did have to kind of like, put some spackling or hot glue around in the inside, but it was looking pretty good. So I was almost done. I cleaned the glass and tucked the workings of the clock back into the metal frame, and I think it has the wood and metal industrial look. What do you think? I placed it in my entryway console and it fits right in with the vibe I was trying to achieve for that space right now. But I change that often, so it will be maybe modern next week and shabby chic the next. Oh, I can do that. The last DIY, number 3, is industrial lighting. Lighting is so interesting, and I love the lighting that industrial type homes give off. It's a beautiful ambiance. So the supplies that are needed are a Dollar Tree lantern. You may or may not find this in your Dollar Tree. I think I got it probably about 2 or 3 years ago, and it's a hit and miss for finding them. I had a loose black bottom piece that it was just laying on the shelf in Michael's, and it was basically in the sale item. I think I may have gotten it for $1, maybe $1.50. Some leather ribbon from Dollar Tree, a couple of tacks, a paper towel holder. I may change this to a piece of wood, a round piece of wood. I think I may do that because it does work. Some hot glue, some matte black and gold acrylic paint. Also, you need some watered down brown paint to act as a stain. You need 1 wooden ball. So the lantern piece was painted black previously because I had a DIY that I did about a year ago, so I didn't really need to paint it. I hot glued the lantern to the loose base that I had purchased from Michael's on sale. And all I had to do was untwist the bulb and thread the fairy lights into the opening and twisted the bulb tight on the opposite side. Then I hot glued a 6-inch double-sided faux leather ribbon to the sides of the Dollar Tree lantern. I also sprayed the paper towel holder matte black and hot glued a wooden ball on the end. And the wooden ball, believe it or not, fit right on the end. I didn't have to do anything to it. I stained it with the watered down brown paint, but then, I have a right to change my mind, and I painted it black because the brown just didn't look good. I hooked it on the wall and hung the lantern on to the paper towel holder, but you may see it a little differently. And I turned the light on and you have an awesome moody light. Now it is possible to thread an electric light through the opening and you can have a much brighter light, and you can use it wherever you like. However, for now, I'm just hanging it on that towel holder, or you might see the other thing that I'm doing. Well, that's all for today, Z9 family. So be sure to subscribe, like, save, and share to others, please. And remember, be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. That's by Plato. See you later. Bye-bye.